Also today, a group of lawmakers heard testimony on the bill that, if passed, would ban so-called conversion therapy. Now, if you remember, there was similar legislation introduced in 2021 that failed to get out of committee.
Yeah, our Michael Martin listened in as several experts in psychology and education spoke in support of the bill and a voice against it.
This is ensuring that Michigan follows the expert recommendations and guidance of the American Psychological Association, the American Psychiatric Association, the American Academy of Pediatrics.
A number of lawmakers, including sponsor Mallory McMorrow, spoke in front of the Committee on Housing and Human Services Tuesday, urging passage of Senate Bills 348 and 349 that would effectively ban so-called conversion therapy in Michigan.
It is bringing Michigan in line with a practice that has been widely discredited for more than a decade as something that causes more harm and scientifically is proven not to be something that even works on what the theory of it is.
Senate Bill 348 would prohibit mental health providers from offering conversion therapies to minors. And Senate Bill 349 defines what conversion therapy actually is, as any practice or treatment that seeks to change an individual's sexual orientation or gender identity.
Decades of research have demonstrated that diversity in sexual orientation and gender identity represents healthy, normal variations in human experience. Conversions are not therapy at all, but rather an expression of stigma that has no place in professional mental health care.
There were a number of questions for those there to speak.
I guess I'm worried that this law could be misapplied or abused. I'd imagine there's broad acceptance in this room on the overt practices like electric shocks or what was said about carrying abusive things like making someone carry rocks. But some of these things are hard to legislate. You know, things like intent and word ideas.
But just one person there testified against it. Greg Baylor from a group called Alliance for Defending Freedom.
I fear that this bill will cause more and more children to be channeled down a pathway that won't alleviate their suffering and will actually make things worse for them.
Bills would only apply to licensed healthcare providers, though several people spoke Tuesday about a growing number of unlicensed individuals trying to offer so-called conversion therapy these days.
I think our hope in talking with a lot of groups and working on this for some time is that by ensuring our licensed professionals are held to the highest standards, that helps trickle out into the community. That when people are looking for therapy for their child, the hope is that they seek out licensed professionals and they know that when they do so, they are getting the most medically accurate care.
Michael Martin, Fox 17 News.